Hey everybody, it's Weather Anchor Mama. Thanks so much for tuning in. It's been 6 weeks since my last relaxer. This whole transitioning thing is working out to be okay. Had a few snags. Normally at around 4 weeks, I start to get that itching, burning feeling to set up my salon appointment. But I'm happy to say I've been all right. I've been okay. I've been paying attention a lot to my roots because that's where, I have the most problems, obviously, as most people do when they're growing out their relaxer. And for me, I'm probably about maybe a little less than a half an inch or so if you look closely. There you go. It's hard to tell. And then I have these flyaways. I've had some breakage. So it's been happening. I've been trying to avoid it, but I know it's the inevitable. As much as we try to avoid it by using the proper products and, retaining the moisture in our hair, sometimes, especially with my hair, it's just really fickle. I have that, I know they have stages. They have hair types like 1, 2, 3, 4. I know I'm like a 4B or something because my hair is very kinky, very dry, but fine, if that makes sense. I don't even know if that really falls into that category, but that's my hair type. In terms of keeping it nice and moisturized, that's been the hardest part. Now, I've been a little fickle and going back and forth on this, and that's, applying heat to my roots. I try to avoid it as much as possible. The last time I did that was when I was in Jamaica, and I spent the entire summer there. I refused to go to another salon to have a relaxer done. And, I had this wash and set, and the hairstylist there, she recommended, putting a little heat to my roots, and she used one of these things. I'm taking it old school. She used one of these and comb through my roots, and it did help. But once you start to, perspire, I work out, you're back to square one. So what, do I do it every day? Obviously I can't. I'll be like damaging my hair completely. And the that really sensitive area, where the, what is it called, the demarcation or something, where the permed part meets the relaxed part, that little area for me, it's super, super fragile. So I can't really mess with that too much. And of course you have the regular flat iron. I've tried it, but again, I try to avoid it as much as possible. And when I do, I take the advice of many people that have told me to apply some kind of protectant. This is argan oil. I also have this like olive oil heat style protectant that I also use if I were to do it. But that's if I have to. I try to avoid it. And so far I've been doing okay. For me, products that work to soften my roots, because that's what I like to do. Instead of applying heat, I like to soften my roots. That way it'll allow a little bit more manageability in terms of combing if I have to. And this seems to work really well. This is Curls Milkshake. It's great for naturals, but for me, because I have the natural roots, I literally apply this to my roots into like my scalp area, and it allows for me to be able to manage my hair a little bit better. And also, I mentioned this in another blog post, Jane Carter Revitalizing Leave-In Conditioner. When I wash it, I usually apply this. I'm at the point where I can't wet my hair every day because I'm not at that natural stage yet, but closer to that point where I'm going to be washing my hair, I will kind of, apply a little bit more in the way of water, and that's when I kind of apply this. Because it does help, believe it or not, especially for my edges. It keeps those edges tamed as well. So my question to you is, whether you're natural, whether you're relaxed, whether you have relaxed hair, and it's time for that touch-up, what do you do to your roots to help kind of, tame them a little bit? Because you can't always just head to the salon. Sometimes you have to wait for an appointment. Sometimes you just don't have time. Sometimes you have kids and it gets crazy. I know. My life's a mess. No, but for me, this works best. And if I absolutely have to, then I would apply heat. So what do? Do you stick with products that moisturize to keep your roots soft, or do you try to flat iron those roots? Let me know. All right, I hope you're having a wonderful day. Enjoy. Bye.